Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. League, Season 5, Week 8. Week 8. I'm Snuffy Sam, and I'm joined today by...
Malachi.
And yep.
I thought it was week 9.
It is Week 9, yes. That is correct.
Yes, for a moment I was starting to think we time traveled.
Yeah, but, yes, it's interesting. I mean, it's a pretty close league for the most part, though we do have some teams at the top that are starting to separate.
Yeah, the teams at the top and teams at the bottom are really close, but there's a tight it's still tight at each end, but it's really hard to see, like, unless our top completely falls off and our top 3 lose all 3 weeks and our bottom 3 win all 3 weeks, like then you would see
it's literally not possible because 2 of the bottom 3 are fighting each other this week.
Yeah, I know. CMC, my team versus Bash Sisters, basically fighting to see who gets to go to playoffs.
So that'll be a big match to look forward to. Also, it's impossible because Pintsize and CMC are fighting week 11. So it's not possible for all 3 to. I don't think it's possible for certainly not for all 3 to make it into the green zone. Maybe for one of them, but it would still require a lot of teams to fail. But
just fall off the. It would be impressive though for this season. Just to have a complete reversal at the end, but we'll just have to see. I mean,
yeah. But let's get into our first match.
Yeah.
So for match 1, we have Team Arsenal versus the Athletes. Team Arsenal is 3-5. They are dangerously close to the red zone, so hoping to win a match to get out of it. Meanwhile, the Athletes are current top of the league, 6-2 with 37 KOs.
Yep. I mean, and if I remember correctly, they won last week, if I remember correctly, in a pretty dominant fashion. Against Pintsize.
Yeah, athletes did, yes.
Yeah. And so I think Athletes are definitely the favorite here, but Arsenal, I don't know what it is, but I seem to think, I can't remember if it was Arsenal versus Excalibur or Arsenal versus Athletes, but it's like, it didn't matter how good the teams were doing that season. Like, Arsenal just always put up a really tough fight against Athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we are in for a good show here, regardless of what the win-loss records may be.
Yes, and,
especially since Arsenal has
spent a bit of change.
Yeah.
They went to Funky's Shack, bought a specific map counter to turn off King of Fighters Stadium.
Understandable. Athletes have been doing really well there. And so I think we're on a random battlefield map now. Yep. But yeah, I think we have seen map plays work out really well this season for the most part. So hopefully it will work out for Arsenal.
Yeah, but let's just get into it, I suppose.
Yeah, let's go.
Team Arsenal versus the Athletes.
Yeah.
So we're starting off with Diddy Kong versus Me Brawler. What are they running?
Yeah, Diddy Kong running strategist style Halberd, Rock Mario, Me Brawler running tank style Gold Mario. We'll have to see if Diddy Kong's Rock Mario will help him break through all that gold.
Yes, but, I mean, I don't think it. He kind of has to hit with his command grabs to break through the Gold Mario, I think. I don't think the extra damage boost is going to do much about it.
Probably not, but it'd be nice to see, especially given how much trouble Diddy Kong has had since moving off his Geese Howard build. He really struggled, and he seems to be, while not at his former highs, he does seem to be making a bit of a comeback to, again, maybe not the highs of old, but at least better than what he had been doing last season and such.
Diddy Kong has been 137 average damage, 0.7 KOs. Meanwhile, Me Brawler, only 94 average damage and only 0.3 KOs.
Yeah, but that hasn't been stopping him from racking up the damage this match. He's already got Diddy Kong at 102. So all he needs to do is get that KO to improve his stats.
And all Diddy Kong needs to do is get Me Brawler off stage to finish this off.
I mean, if Me Brawler doesn't kill him soon, Diddy Kong may just kill him with his final smash. There he goes. Not a terrible. Like I think damage done. Like me, if all Rob really needs to do is one good smash on Me Brawler, and he's gone.
Yeah. What is Rob running?
Rob is running Big B style Golden Mario.
So, Me Brawler has access to his final smash. I mean, this stage has a pretty close top platform, so...
Yeah, but he doesn't seem interested in using it.
No, it looks like he might let it run out.
If he's not careful, the map changed.
The map changed, and he let it run out, and he does make it back from that, but still, that final smash could have done great work for Me Brawler.
Yeah, that could have been a really early kill with how high up that top ledge is, and just the fact that he didn't, man.
And there goes Me Brawler.
There he goes. And in comes Terry, running Forgetful Style Shedinja Meloetta. Yeah, so just a good, solid defensive healing build. We'll have to see if Terry can put that to good use and heal up some of that damage that Rob can put out. So tell me, how has Terry been doing this season?
So Terry has been 115 average damage, 0.7 KOs. So he's the 4th best on athletes, which is our 4th best is still higher than 100 damage.
Yeah, that's still impressive.
Meanwhile, Rob hasn't been the best. 64 average damage, 1 average KO.
Although Rob is definitely trying. Like he's struggling a little to keep that damage on, but I mean he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean he just wants to keep Terry off stage. Terry's recovery is fine, but not the greatest. Certainly not as good as Rob's. So if you can get Terry off stage, then Rob has the advantage. But here he has his final smash. This should connect. This is very...
this could actually...
but he fell out of the final hits.
That's unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Rob really needed to have hit that, and the fact that he didn't, I mean, Terry's just going to very likely be getting the kill in just a second here, and yeah, now he's almost back to his 30 that he started with.
Yeah. Rob really cannot handle Terry here.
He really can't. I mean, that's just really unfortunate.
Good grab. Doesn't follow up on it, though.
Yep. I mean, if Rob can do if he can get the smash in at just the right time and maybe an up smash, maybe he could get a kill on Terry just because of how high up that ledge is. But I mean, that's really what he's gone now.
There goes Rob, and Terry ended up with 2 fewer lower damage than he started with.
Yeah. Well, and here comes King K. Rool running a very, very similar build. You know, one might even say they're identical. Forgetful Style, Meloetta, Shedinja.
They're identical, they're not different order.
Yeah, but, you know, they're gonna do the same thing. Order doesn't really matter.
Well, in some cases it does. If you have
Oh, is this gonna reset him from the top?
No.
Okay. No. I was gonna say that could have been an early kill if it did, but
yeah. But order only matters if you pick multiple item spirits and you're in the playoffs where you have multiple stocks, because then each item spirit will be on a different stock.
yeah. But yeah, King K. Rool, he's doing better, but then Rob did to get damage on Terry. But I mean, he just needs to be doing a little bit better than he is. Terry getting a very good lead for the athletes, as it is.
Yeah, and the issue is he's just taking so much damage himself.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. Like on this stage, if he can just keep Terry around 70 and charge up to his final smash, which he is almost there, he could very likely just get a kill with the final smash if he hits with it. And I think that's really what you want to do if you're King K. Rool, given how difficult it is to get Terry.
Yeah, but now we're not on a Wrecking Crew anymore. Oh.
I mean, Terry's over 100% now. Like, I don't think that matters. Or
yeah,
hey,
a good drop kick takes out Terry. Oh, you don't want to be hit by those, K-Rool. K-Rool has access to his final smash now.
Yep, and
connect.
There you go.
He's not going to do much at this percent, but at least he managed to use it.
Yep, and Mega Man coming in just running equipment style Quibi. And he has already lost the Ore Club.
Yep. I think he lost it when he got hit by the final smash. Didn't he?
I guess so?
Yeah, that's pretty good for K-Rool if that basically got rid of Mega Man's build. That was a pretty good final smash use then.
Yeah, because Mega Man's really been dependent on that Ore Club the last few weeks for his stats. The fact that it's gone now, I mean, this could be swinging in Arsenal's favor here. And I'm sure Mystic and who's the other team at 6-2?
Beefcakes.
Beefcakes. I am sure both of them are anxiously looking at this and hoping that King K. Rool can just keep healing and rack up that damage on Mega Man.
And
oh wait, what? Oh, okay. I was very confused.
Yeah. Sometimes he likes to recover low. Oh my goodness, the Mega Man upper takes him out.
Yep.
Arsenal is still a character behind despite everything.
Yeah, although I don't think they're that far behind with King K. Rool doing what he did. But Wolf coming in tank style Ender Dragon. I mean, Mega Man is doing a really good job at avoiding damage.
There you go. Finally got hit into it, and oh my goodness, that side special takes him out. Very good combo. Up smash into side special.
Yep. And then me Sword Fighter coming in running Big B style Roxas. Yeah, and this is an even fight. You know, Wolf and me Sword Fighter are just they're just in a straight up brawl. Just trading those hits. But yeah, if I am Beefcakes and Mystic, I'm hoping that that Wolf can keep this up and just rack up the damage very quickly, especially for when Me Gunner comes out, given how dangerous Me Gunner has been.
I mean, you know who has been dangerous? Me Sword Fighter. Me Sword Fighter, 206 average damage, 1.8 KOs.
True. Me Sword Fighter ain't no slouch either. And Wolf is just taking it to him.
Now, Wolf is the second best character on Arsenal, 148 average damage, 1.1 KOs. So if anyone was going to take it to Me Sword Fighter, it was going to be Wolf. And the up smash takes out Me Sword Fighter.
Man. Oh man, like, and the coming from behind on this, they, I mean, hopefully Wolf can keep this up, and maybe if Wolf can keep this up and just get the final smash in on me Gunner before going out, I think that is the best case.
Ooh, takes a big hit from that forward smash, but still has this final smash out the ready. Connects!
Oh, connects. Nice. Yeah, and me Gunner running strategist style wheezing Halberd. Yeah, so with oh man, look, it only did like that final smash only did about 10 damage.
I mean, Halberd is a very strong spirit. Almost halves the amount of damage you take.
Yep. I mean, looking at but Wolf is not carrying. Wolf has just put on 40% damage in about the same amount of time it took to run that final smash animation.
Yeah.
He is just giving no cares whatsoever about that armor.
Armor?
Is it from Halberd?
Halberd doesn't give you
that defense.
Yeah, defense. Yes.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, damage done. Very good from Wolf. Getting me Gunner up to basically 100.
Mm-hmm. And what is Duck Hunt running?
Duck Hunt is running Boulder style Geese Howard. So hopefully that defense will help him survive once he hits 80. And if he hits with that final smash, it's over.
Yeah, if he hits with any final smash, that will end it. Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
Me Gunner gets a spike, and that's just the way it folds out sometimes, I guess.
That is the way it goes. Oh man, poor Duck Hunt, poor Arsenal. But yeah, that was a fantastic fight from both sides. Like, I don't think anyone can really be upset with what happened there. Everyone on both sides just fought really well, except maybe Mega Man. Losing that Orc Club very quickly did not help.
Yeah, I mean, he still played pretty well though. He took out K-Rool, despite K-Rool's final smash deleting his Orc Club. So despite being down his entire build, he still managed to stick in there.
That is true. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that's just a rough loss. To be so close. But congratulations to athletes for pulling out a very hard-earned victory.
Yeah, and they will continue to be the top of the league after this week because Beefcakes and Mystic can't pass them.
Yep.
So that's going to be pretty good for athletes. Arsenal falling to 3-6. I mean, they managed to get 4 KOs, so I think they're safe from the red zone this week. But
yeah, they should be.
It's going to be very, very tough for them in the coming weeks, as the bottom of the league is all pretty close right now.
Yep.
But that's
we'll
going
just
to be
have to wait and see.
Yeah. On to the next match.
Woo!
And for match 2, we have Team Mystic versus Beast Battalion. Team Mystic is 6-2. A win here, if Beefcakes lose, a win here would put Mystic in the bye week for the week. And even if Beefcakes do win, Mystic needs to keep winning in order to even have a chance of making it there.
Yeah. Yeah. Conversely, you've got Beast Battalion, who
they are 4-4.
This win probably matters. Yeah, they're 4-4. They're middle of the pack. They're not likely to get kicked out and be put in the red zone because, as we talked about previously, CMC, Pintsize, and Bash Sisters all have matches against each other in the last 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really hard to knock them out.
Yeah.
So, but conversely, by taking out, if they can knock out Mystic, and they are swinging hard to do so this week, they can pretty much guarantee this week that they will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. A win this week will guarantee a playoff seat. And, potentially will start a climb towards the bye week. It doesn't seem particularly likely, especially with athletes winning this week. but it is possible.
Yeah, but I mean, if they keep winning and if they can knock Mystic on their butt and Mystic doesn't pick it up, I mean, that first slot might be secure, but that second slot is still up for grabs.
Mm-hmm. And Beast Battalion spent a bit of coin this week. They went to Funky's Shack.
Yeah, they purchased the generic map counter to force Mystic off of Shadow Moses Island, which, let's be real, that right there is probably the biggest reason for their wins. So I don't blame them. It's a good play. Mm-hmm. And we've seen already that, you know, and Beast Battalion may also be a little salty because they had that played against them last week. So,
yeah. But I guess let's just get into the match, though.
Yeah, let's do it. Right. Starting off,
Team Mystic versus Beast Battalion.
Starting off, we have Zelda running her usual forgetful style Soren and Halberd versus Beast Battalion again with running Lucario on his usual Big B style Geese Howard.
Indeed.
I mean, we have seen both of these characters do really well. A lot is... I think Zelda, we all expect Zelda to have the better of this matchup just from her previous performances. Just because this is still, you know, like Shadow Moses, this is still a fairly restrictive map, and it's going to be hard for Lucario to dodge. I think if Lucario can hit both of his final smashes, he might be able to knock out Zelda. But that's going to be a tough order, given the way Zelda has been this season.
Yeah, and especially, I think, like, on this stage, there is a bit more airspace, whereas on Shadow Moses Island, there are the platforms that you have to go between, so there's a lot more places to stand.
Yep.
So I think that Zelda could be a big factor, both in terms of Zelda's power, in terms of her combos, and in terms of the ability to dodge her, for instance, the Phantom Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Zelda is immediately taking an early lead. Like,
manages to get Lucario up to 80. Lucario maybe wants to get one more hit. Okay, he got her up to 40. So let's see what this final smash does. Does not kill, but he is well on his way to charging his second one.
Oh, and that was a good dodge for that. He probably wants to get a...
I managed to get her up to 66. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Just barely takes her out. That is a good lead from Beast Battalion.
That could be the match right there. Like, the rest, don't get me wrong, the rest of Mystic is still a phenomenal team, but Zelda has been one of the big keys to their success.
Mm-hmm.
And to have Lucario, who is arguably one of the weaker members of Beast Battalion, take out Zelda, I mean, that is big. But Robin coming in, running strategist style, wheezing Mithra.
Yes. So, just for comparison, Zelda is 173 average damage, 1.3 KOs. Robin is 158 damage, 1.1 KOs. So Robin would be their third place member, I would say.
Yeah. And I will say, like, this build we have seen do some pretty impressive things this season.
Mm-hmm.
So he is no slouch. And Lucario is just, honestly, he's just adding gravy to his performance this week.
I think every hit he can get onto Robin, you know, presuming that Robin doesn't just Nosferatu it away.
Yeah,
well, will be a huge benefit. Robin takes out Lucario, but damage done. Robin is up to 56 damage.
Yeah, damage done. Good job to Lucario. Jigglypuff coming in, running Boulder-style Rock Mario Polar Bear.
She's back on Tortimer Island. She's been away for a little while, but Tortimer Island, very good. That's not very good.
Nope. Although she's back here where those rollouts are just...
That's what she was looking for. It goes straight through the arc fire. Take out... Ooh, but Palutena evens it back up. it is a totally even
Palutena.
match.
Yep, Greninja coming in, running Demon Style, Meloetta, Happy Mask Salesman. Oh, his hits are gonna hurt. Palutena running Demon Style, Happy Mask Salesman, Meloetta. This is
same build. And
same build. So everyone's basically taking just double damage.
Yeah, and Greninja is 67 average damage, 0.5 KOs. Palutena 68 average damage, 0.5 KOs. So they are completely evenly matched. Palutena is leading him by 1%, but
yeah.
So we'll see. So far, Palutena has the damage lead. Takes out Greninja. Obviously, both of these were the weaker members of their lineups, but losing a member like that while Palutena is only at 50 damage is not necessarily the way Beast Battalion wanted that to go.
You say that, but Palutena's already up at 111. I don't foresee Palutena being long for this world.
Well, you're gonna have to watch this, because now we have Black Hole and Mega Laser.
Yeah. And Ivysaur coming in. Pokemon Trainer just running the normal tank style Golden Mario.
Well,
okay.
I mean, that's the thing with Demon Style Happy Mask Salesman. You do a lot of damage, and a lot of damage means a lot of KO power, and Palutena's grabs are no slouch.
That they are. I was not expecting that. Yeah, Bowser coming in, running Forgetful Style, Halberd, Piston, Hondo. One good. There we go.
I'm surprised none of our down smashes hit there.
Yeah. Corrin coming in, running Tank Style, Gold Mario. Yeah, like we have seen Bowser do awesome things, so Beast Battalion is still in this, but Bowser has definitely got the uphill battle, and he really cannot afford to take this damage, especially considering who's about to come in behind Corrin.
Yeah, the strongest member of Team Mystic and the highest damaging character in the league right now is Kazuya with 222 average damage, 2.0 KOs. So Bowser absolutely does not want to be taking this kind of damage versus Corrin.
Absolutely not.
But I'm not sure we're going to get to Kazuya.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Corrin just has Bowser's number.
Wow!
Yeah.
Takes out Bowser on yet another week with no Kazuya.
Yeah, I mean, just goes to show how strong this team is, to where their second strongest character can be knocked out by one of the weaker characters in the league, and the next three just pick up the slack like there's no tomorrow. And even the weakest character in Palutena was more than able to just run with it and do awesome. I mean, on Beast Battalion side, I mean, I don't even really think there's anyone to blame. Like, it was going to be a toss-up between Palutena and Greninja when you're throwing around that much damage.
Yeah, I mean, if Pokemon Trainer had gotten that early kill that they were looking for on Palutena, had gotten that quick kill after Greninja had gotten out, because they managed to deal a lot of damage to Palutena pretty quickly, but they just couldn't secure that kill, and that was pretty devastating, because it meant Bowser had to do a lot more work. Yeah.
I mean, if that kill if Palutena's up smash had not hit to get that KO, this could have been a very different fight. But congratulations to Mystic. Yeah, they're still looking scary.
Still looking scary. We'll see who's in the bye week after this week. Beefcakes are showing up later in the night. But on to the next match.
Let's go.
So for match 3, we have Team Pintsize versus Team Villain. Pintsize is currently at the bottom of the league, 2-6, so they absolutely need this win in order to make it out of the red zone, avoid getting eliminated. Meanwhile, Team Villain, 4-4 with 33 KOs. Mystic won this week, so that's going to make it difficult for them to make it into the bye week. But they do still have a chance, and a win this week would pretty much guarantee their spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, and Pintsize really wants this win at this point. They, especially considering if it came down to a win-loss tie, they've got like the next 3 or 4 teams beat. Like they have brought down every single one of their matches to pretty much the last person, and because of that, like all they need is to start racking up those wins, and they could easily just get out of the red zone on tiebreakers. Yeah, I mean, and villains, they're always scary. I mean, you've got Incineroar, Mewtwo, DDD. So, I mean, it's a good... It should promise to be a good fight.
Yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Neither of them went to Funky's Shack, so it's going to be a nice, clean fight, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Team Pintsize versus Team Villain.
Yeah, Pintsize starting Kirby, Boulder Style, Majora's Mask, Great Fairy, Incineroar, or Villains starting Incineroar, Tank Style, Golden Mario. I mean, I think Kirby has been doing pretty well this season, if I remember correctly.
Kirby has been 82 average damage, 0.5 KOs, so he's the second worst on Pintsize.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking he was doing better than that, but yeah, so hopefully he can just get in against Incineroar. Incineroar, that won't work. But yeah, like, man, Incineroar starting off strong, already 50 points ahead in damage, although 30% of that is also 30% of Kirby's damage is from the Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I mean, Incineroar, a very tough character, certainly to avoid getting hit by. He does a lot of damage per hit. Ooh, like that.
Yep. I mean, this is through the Majora's Mask and...
Oh, well, fortunately got that
style.
Great Fairy off, but
yeah.
he's still behind Incineroar in damage. Kirby's throws should be able to get Incineroar off the stage. That's where Kirby is going to be at his... that's where Kirby is going to have the advantage.
Yeah, but he's really just struggling to get in anything. Like, it's just like he can't figure out how to break through Incineroar's defense to actually land a hit.
Losing the hat, not that he used it, but...
Yeah, no, although maybe his play is just to go for the final smash. I don't know. Nope.
No, but he's not able to get it. He gets taken out. And that is a...
yeah.
It could be worse. He took Incineroar up to over 70. So... considering there are worse ways to start a match, but definitely not the start they were looking for. They definitely would have preferred an early KO.
Yeah. And a villager coming in running Brick Wall style Meloetta Shedinja. This is probably a really bad... Like, I could see this going well for Villager if he's able to just chip damage away at Incineroar. But I mean, with that high... With Incineroar's final smash meter about to go off, like, I could see this being really bad for Villager as well.
Oh my goodness! Villager gets taken out super early from that from that side special, and Incineroar misses the final smash. Ice Climber is fortunately able to dodge that.
Yeah, I thought for sure Ice Climbers was about to get knocked out. But yeah, Ice Climbers coming in and running Demon Style Gulligan Halberd, and Incineroar finally going down, bringing in Meta Knight running Forgetful Style Meloetta Gulligan. Yeah. So tell me a bit about Meta Knight. How has he been doing this season?
So Meta Knight has been oh, it's taken out.
What?
83 average
Okay.
damage, so he has been the worst on Team Villains, so they aren't necessarily counting on him for that, but it is a little silly for him to be taken out that early.
He just jumped off. He just said, I didn't want to play today. You should have benched me.
Yeah.
And ice climbers are, I mean, beyond what we thought just a second ago. Pintsize is in the lead.
Yeah, so. And Ice Climbers, 154 average damage, 0.7 KOs. Oh, taken out.
Ice Climbers.
That is rough. They are the second best character of Pintsize, so I mean they did get 2 KOs, I suppose, but they definitely wanted more out of them.
Yeah, they wanted them to be lasting till at least 100 damage. They did not want that knockout to happen this early.
Yeah, especially since they couldn't even proc DDD Sothis. Morton had to do it.
Yeah. But anyway, Morton coming in running tank style Sothis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if anyone is going to be able to come in and help turn this around, it is probably going to be about, Morton here. And he just really needs to rack up the damage on DDD very quickly.
Yeah, I think DDD... Oh, connects to that final smash.
Oh, no.
It depends if he can get him up to 100 before the final hit. No, I don't think...
No.
Oh, wow!
Oh.
He actually did it. Very... like, right as the final hit came in, activated Morton Sothis and didn't kill.
Yeah,
that was very lucky for Morton right there.
That is very lucky. And, I mean, that Morton's final smash is about to come in himself if he doesn't die. And that, depending on... Hopefully it can be used to knock out DDD, especially if he can wait until he's on the other map to use it. I don't know. No, never mind. Oh, that might kill.
Yeah, it does. And
there we go.
It is back even in stocks.
Even in stocks with Dark Samus coming in and running Demon Style Halberd Zapfish. Okay.
Oh, Dark Samus pressured offstage. She can't recover.
She can't recover. Wow. Morton bringing this to a lead for Pintsize. Mewtwo coming in, running Big B style Polar Bear Wheezing. And, okay. Just taking a break there.
Well, Polar Bear is going to slow down Mewtwo by quite a bit.
Yes.
So, Morton definitely is not going to have trouble with Mewtwo chasing down, that's for sure.
No, not at all. If anything, that's the real threat right there. Is
ooh, good forward smash from Mewtwo. Morton needs to not get hit by Mewtwo's ranged attacks.
Yeah, I mean, Mewtwo might just be knocking him out soon at the rate he is going. Morton really needs to get Mewtwo up to about 50-60% before getting knocked out. Or
Olimar is the best member of Pintsize right now. Like if it comes down to Olimar can do it, but I think they would rather have as much of an advantage as possible going into Morton.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it. Yeah, I mean, I think Morton did everything you could expect him to. He got Mewtwo up to 50, and while Alf Olimar is one of the better. Is the best character. Like he can struggle against characters that have big hits like Mewtwo does. So the fact that Mewtwo is up to 50 gives Alf a really good chance.
Oh, but the purple Pikmin back air takes out Mewtwo, and Pintsize with a pretty big upset.
Yeah, and especially after such a dominating lead from Team Villains, Morton really bringing it back for his team. And so congratulations to Pintsize on their second win of the season.
Third win. Yes, so they are going up to 3-6. They are tied with Arsenal right now. right? I mean, they're tied with all the 3 teams, but the only current 3-6 team is Arsenal. So,
Yep.
Potentially, depending on how this goes, because they were pretty high. They had pretty high KOs relative to their win-loss record, so potentially they could make it out of the red zone this week. Especially since we know either Classic Mode Champions or Super Bash Sisters are losing.
Yeah, and both of them also have one less KO. They both have less KOs than Pintsize.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is definitely staying in the red zone this week.
Mm-hmm.
But let's find out who. I think let's go. We can go ahead and answer that question.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah. On to the next match. And for match 4, we have Super Bash Sisters versus Classic Mode Champions. So, both teams are at 3-5. Both teams have 29 KOs. So they are both very much in danger of being eliminated from playoffs. Now, Super Bash Sisters does have the disadvantage, I guess, that they already lost to Pintsize, whereas Classic Mode Champions is facing Pintsize Week 11. So that could be a potential deciding factor, but I think regardless, whoever wins this match has a very good chance of getting eliminated, whereas whoever loses this match has a very good chance of getting eliminated, whereas whoever wins this chance has a very good chance of making it to playoffs. Because I think the matchup between these two teams, the tiebreaker, will end up being pretty significant. Plus
it probably matters a hair more for Super Bash Sisters than it does CMC, because we face Pintsize next week, or the week after, I think. So we have a little bit more leeway, but not much. Like, I would much rather win this week than have to depend on beating Pintsize. Especially now that they just won, and even if I win this week, I'm still one KO behind them.
No, you'd be oh, actually no, yeah, you'd be 1 KO behind them because they're at 35 and you can only go up to 34.
Yep. So it's something I really want the win this week, just to give me that breathing room across the next couple matches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get into this. Let's end the suspense from my poor heart.
Let's go ahead and do this. Super Bash Sisters versus Classic Mode Champions.
Yeah.
So we're starting off with Inkling versus Yoshi. What are they running?
Inkling running her now infamous combination of Land-style Halberd Victini, and Yoshi running his long-standing Big B-style Rock Mario Twintel and Shedinja.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting on Woohoo Island, which seems a little weird to me. But
it's not a stage that's really been used. But it could be very good for Inkling. Those slopes can definitely help her keep the opponent in place.
Yeah, and well, with how she's been doing, like having a small contained area could work in her favor. We'll just have to wait and see. She started off good. Yoshi started at 30 because of the Shedinja, so we'll have to see if Inkling can.
So she's both leading in terms of damage and leading in terms of damage dealt, though not by that much for the latter.
Yeah, they're basically even in terms of damage dealt at the moment. And Inkling has almost spent her ink, so she'll have to recharge
at any time. She just has to do it.
But we'll have to see if Yoshi's going to give her a chance. Yoshi is not letting up this time around, and she just can't. She just can't get anything going on.
Yeah, and now she has no ink, which means her rapid jab isn't going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to get Yoshi away from her so that she can recharge. That would have been a good time to recharge, but that's fine.
Yeah, it would. And Yoshi is just racking up the damage really quick. So, and almost caught up back to even, which is would be really bad if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they are even in the damage.
Yeah. Yoshi letting her recharge. Yoshi, don't do that. Be aggressive.
now that she has ink back, she's able to do a bit more damage.
Yep.
So Yoshi, 71 average damage, 0.4 KO is currently the worst in both stats on Classic Mode Champions. Taking out Inkling though.
Wow, he took out Inkling really early. He's only at 80 damage, and on this one, I mean, it's a really good thing for us. Like, I'm not going to complain at all. Not as critical as this match is, but Isabelle coming in with Tank Style Majora's Mask, Reaper Reapet, and Deep Breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
she's her goal is to do really high damage with her specials, and so far she is doing that.
Yep.
She just needs to get rid of Yoshi so she can start working on the next members of Classic Mode Champions.
Yeah, and I think Isabelle has had a rough season this year. Can you? Well, what are her stats looking like?
84 average damage, 0.3 KOs, so tied for lowest on the team in KOs, and third lowest in damage.
Yep, and Yoshi is on a rampage. Like, if he can hit with his final smash here, that could potentially kill Isabelle this early.
Oh, at this part of the stage, maybe. That might kill. It does, and Yoshi has a huge lead right now.
I'm starting to think that the terrifying Yoshi we had last season might be back. Mm-hmm. That would make me very happy.
But now we have Pikachu coming in. Pikachu running Boulder-style Sothis.
Yeah.
So Pikachu is the lowest character on Super Smash Sisters team, 79 average damage, 0.3 KOs.
Yeah. I mean, Pikachu is probably going to get at least a kill this week.
I mean, we'll see. Big E style, Yoshi can survive for a very long time, and she may very well get Sothis cursed.
Especially on this map, like, Yoshi is just able to tank damage, and that big B style just works wonders. Mm-hmm. That Thunder did 2 damage.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's supposed to like combo, so you're supposed to like get hit down into Pikachu, and that's where the bulk of the damage is dealt.
Oh, that's true. So, but Yoshi's just doing that. Like, if Yoshi keeps this up, Yoshi might go gold.
Yeah, I think he might have done it. I mean, Isabelle started with Majora's Mask. Oh, there goes Yoshi. 55 damage. Respectable, and she still has Sothis on deck. But in comes Roy, the mercenary hired by Classic Mode Champions for 7 coins.
Yep. Hopefully he can have a little bit better showing this week than Falcon. I still am not happy. Like, he did. The fun part about Roy is with Falcon doing so bad, Roy's showing a couple weeks ago at only like 70 damage meant he was basically doing Falcon's average. Mm-hmm. So, whatever he does is great. So we'll see.
Falcon's average now is 99.
Yeah. I mean, but one good week. I don't trust Falcon yet. He has struggled too much this season, especially after. Oh, Pikachu's Sothis procced. Nice.
Yes, and getting close to her final smash, which could do some serious stuff to Roy, especially if she manages to get him above 70.
Yeah.
He can recover from that.
Yeah, I was about to say, at the rate he's going, that may not matter. Mm-hmm. Pikachu is doing her level best to get doing her level best to just kill Roy.
Just clips him with that, and Does not kill though, but takes him up to over 80.
Yeah, well, hey, Roy just needs to just lock on with everything, and that's it. Just whatever Roy hits with is good. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have, considering I'm just copy pasting Falcon's build onto Roy. I'm happy with whatever he does at the moment. He's already
Roy
done
getting pretty close to his final smash. His final smash is pretty powerful. It might do some serious damage at the ledge. Oh, Pikachu very much trying to get Roy off stage because Roy's recovery is not the greatest.
Yep.
But Roy has his final smash at the ready. If it connects near the ledge, this could kill.
I mean, honestly, at this percentage, it might kill anyway. Like, Pikachu is not a very heavy character, and even with Boulder Style, although he's got to use it first, and he's not... Oh,
connect! And it
he
kills.
Connects, and he gets to kill. Oh, man. Roy already... He's making his case.
Taken out by Wii Fit Trainer.
Hey, that is fine. Yep, Luigi, you need it. There you go, Luigi.
And what is Wii Fit Trainer running?
Wii Fit Trainer is running Forgetful Style Golden Mario. Luigi is running Tank Style Geese Howard. So, you know, Luigi just wants to take that damage for a minute, deal whatever he can, and then when Geese Howard rolls around, I mean, hopefully we'll be back on Woohoo Island, and Luigi can just immediately send her off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
What is Wii Fit Trainer doing? Shining red like that?
That is her deep breathing. It's by using her down beat she can buff herself, buff her damage and stuff.
Oh, okay, I did not. I don't play with Wii Fit Trainer much, so I didn't actually know she could do that.
Yep. That's her thing. And Luigi has his final smash at the ready. She uses her deep breathing, heals a bit of health as well as boosting her damage, and does not get hit by the final smash. She could take this opportunity to get a kill. She should be able to kill pretty early with deep breathing. So one good hit should do it, but... Luigi has the final smash. I'm not sure what blast zones we're on right now. I think that was still Hyrule Castle blast zones.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. If that had hit a moment later, that could have killed. But honestly, as far as I'm concerned, Luigi is doing what he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
He used both of his final smashes. That is all I can ask of him.
Yeah, and this is the strongest member. Oh, takes out Luigi. This is the strongest member of Super Bash Sisters right now. 152 average damage, 1.9 KOs. So, you know, if you can take her out, that is a very good chance of securing the match. Though she has her final smash on deck. If she uses her final smash, she could potentially use her final smash.
Oh, I bet that might be another reason why they use this map is not for Inkling, but for Wii Fit Trainer, because with Wii Fit Trainer's final smash, that this could be a good map to get an early kill on.
Yeah, and unfortunately did not use it, but now we have Daisy coming in.
Yeah, Daisy running Big B style Phantom Thieves of Hearts and Beat. And Twin Tail. Sorry, that build was just where the page cut off, so it took me a second.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, that's only 2 points. But Daisy laying down the smack so far on Mario.
Yeah.
So
right now, she hasn't been the best character. Lowest damaging character on Super Bash Sisters, 69 average damage, 0.8 KOs. But she's had some pretty good weeks since changing to this build. It can be pretty powerful, especially with her counters.
Yeah, and then the Phantom Thief of Heart, like, just the ability to heal, like, 30... I think each Peach or each Daisy is 10... Is it 10 or 20
Each Daisy
health?
is 20 damage. And what it does is it lets her pick it up automatically. So she doesn't have... Just by getting near it, it picks it up.
Yeah, so, like, the ability to heal 60 damage just very quickly, I mean, that can be a match turnaround right there. And, I mean, Mario... And she's already... She is taking it to Mario. And hopefully at this point, all Mario can really hope to do is get off his final smash and get a little bit more damage on her.
Gets the counter, but doesn't deal any damage with it. Unfortunately, that's one of the issues with her counter. Oh my goodness, this might kill.
Oh, that might kill.
It does!
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Classic Mode Champions with a pretty solid win. Super Bash Sisters only getting 3 KOs. Considering they already lost to Pintsize, this might be the end of their season.
It might be. It's going to be really hard, but if they can win the next 2 weeks, the thing I think that saves them is that CMC and Pintsize still fight in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so if they can win the next 2 weeks...
One of them is guaranteed to lose in the next 2 weeks. And we still haven't seen Third Wheels this week. Third Wheels might lose this week, and that would put them at tied wins with Super Bash Sisters. But the fact that they only got 3 KOs when they were already the lowest team in the league for KOs might be... also their next 2 weeks are Beefcakes and Mystic.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Super Bash Sisters, it looks really dark. They're not out of it yet. They've just got to win the next 2 weeks, and they'll maintain, and they'll have a really good shot at getting out of the red zone against Pintsize. Just because, again, Pintsize and CMC happens in 2 weeks. Yeah. And I would imagine that at least some of the other teams that are 3-6 or below are still going to be fighting each other. And so just...
Arsenal and Third Wheels fought? Arsenal and Third Wheels have already fought each other. So, Third Wheels... Yeah, I mean, Third Wheels is fighting Athletes and Villain for the last 2 weeks. Arsenal is fighting Villains and... and Beast Battalion for the last 2 weeks. So they're not fighting any of the bottom teams. The only bottom teams that are fighting each other in the last 2 weeks are Classic Mode Champions and Pintsize.
Oh boy. Yeah, and I mean, Sisters also have a rough spot of it because they've got... Oh, they have a really rough... They've got Beefcakes followed by Mystic.
Yeah.
That is rough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh,
I think don't give up yet. I think there is still a chance, but it'll be very difficult to come back from this.
I mean, they have 34 coins now. Now is the time to just spend it all.
Mm-hmm.
Get into it, spend the coin, get there, and get into the different match format.
Especially since you've got Daisy, who has picked up in some weeks but hasn't been amazing. Isabel has been struggling. A mercenary might be able to help you out there.
Yep. It certainly helped us this week.
Yeah. But on to the next match.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
So for match 5, we have Third Wheels versus Team Excalibur. So Third Wheels are currently 3-5 with 32 KOs. Meanwhile, Excalibur 4-4 with 32 KOs. So same KOs, despite Excalibur being a win ahead. I guess they've had some hard losses.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with Pintsize winning and now Classic Mode Champions winning, Third Wheels really want this win. They both of these, not just Third Wheels, but both of these teams really want to win because this is the place where having those low KOs could mean the difference between being in the playoffs and not.
What happened when Third Wheels fought Pintsize? Who won between that? Because if Third Wheels only get 3 KOs and lose this week, then they'll be tied with Pintsize. Third Wheels beat Pintsize, so they need to get at least 2 KOs this week in order to stay out of the red zone.
Yeah, they ideally want this win, but as you said, a good compromise is they just get 4 KOs,
Yeah.
and if they get 4 KOs, they are guaranteed ahead of Pintsize. But yeah, like Excalibur. Let's see, Arsenal lost as well, but they had 4 KOs, so they're
at 37. Yeah. So
yeah, they're at 37. So yeah, and yeah, as I said, like both these teams just want the win because
if Excalibur wins this, they're pretty much locked into playoffs.
Yeah, if they win, they're pretty much locked in. Because that will put them up to 37, and it's going to be really hard for the remaining teams to knock them out.
And more importantly, it'll put them up to 5 wins.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's get into it. I don't think either of these teams purchased
nope.
a boost, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, Third Wheels versus Excalibur.
Yep, Third Wheels, starting off with the Blue Hedgehog Sonic running Tank Style and Sothis, and Team Excalibur starting with Ike, who's running Demon Style, Halberd, and Gulligan. I mean, man, this is these light hits and jumpiness with lots of healing versus outright
only
damage.
Sothis. It's not that much healing.
Fair. It's not Celebi.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need to bring Celebi back.
Yeah. No, that'll never happen. Yeah. But Sonic, 78 average damage, and 0.5 KOs is the worst member on Third Wheels right now. Meanwhile, Ike, 51 average damage, 0.6 KOs is the worst member on Team Excalibur. But he's beaten his average already.
Yeah, I mean, just look at these hits, even with the Tank Style reducing it, just that Demon Style, how, like, just all the raw damage, and these light taps are just doing 20 damage. I mean... Yeah.
I mean, there's Sothis, so, you know,
there
take
goes
2, I
Sothis.
guess. Let's see if Sothis, let's see if Sonic can do anything to, like, oh, and Sonic will probably get the kill here, for being honest. Because Ike is already at Ike is already over 70, so if Ike doesn't kill soon, Sonic will get his final smash and that will kill.
Yeah,
because he's pretty good at dragging people to the top.
Yeah, Sonic is, and I think it's really just going to come down to, as you said, like if Sonic gets the final smash off, like
here we go.
Yep, there we go, and that's probably going to be a kill.
Nope. No, he survived.
Oh,
wow.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Or I guess the hitbox, I guess the match border are just bigger than
I mean
thought.
the border is pretty close for this match for this map, but you know, Ike is not that light and he has Halberd, so to cancel out the Demon Style. So I guess he wasn't taking that much damage, and Sonic seemed to miss one of the hits that he needed to get. But there we go, Ike with the up smash taking out Sonic. Ike gets that first KO.
Yep. And well, let's see what happens. Can he hit with the final smash? That would be no. He's not.
Nope. Waits to do the final smash.
Yep. And to be fair, like at the very end, Banjo was not giving him a ton of time to use it. And Banjo knocks him out. Banjo-Kazooie running Big B style Gold Mario against Hero running Tank style Azra Eslo.
I mean, considering, you know, Ike's normal average, that was a pretty good start to the match for Excalibur.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I think that is exactly what Excalibur was looking for. Like, they're looking for a guaranteed playoff spot. Like, Ike performing the way he did was absolutely critical to that. And what they really want next is Hero to just use that Azura to keep racking up the damage on Banjo. Sadly,
Banjo
that
is...
won't. Go ahead.
Yeah, Banjo is 121 average damage, 1.2 KOs. Meanwhile, Hero is 128 average damage, 1.0 KOs. So these are generally considered evenly matched characters, but Hero is kind of taking it to Banjo right now.
He really
Banjo
is. Like
starting
he's
to mount to come back.
yeah, like he's really shown good usage of his spells and his fireball. Oh,
Psych Up,
there,
yeah,
there
Psych
goes.
Up massively boosting the knockback. Probably didn't really need it, but the forward air takes out Banjo. And now we have a Joker.
Yep. And honestly, I think if Hero just outlasts Joker's Ender Dragon, that is going to be the big thing. Joker is running boulder style instead of equipment style, so it shouldn't be much longer before it gets knocked out. There we go. And I mean, and if Hero wants to add on the there he goes. If he wants to make this really good on the extra credit, hit with that final smash. Get all the damage, get him up to 50 before going down, or just not use your final smash.
Yeah, that'll work too, I guess.
Yeah, that map.
There goes Hero. It's back to an even match.
It is. Pyra coming in, running strategist style Roxas. Ooh, I hate that side special on Pyra so much, especially like on Great Plateau Tower.
Big wheel of pain, right there.
Yep. But Pyra starting off strong against Joker.
Yeah. Joker is second highest character on third wheels, 147 average damage. Meanwhile, Pyra is second lowest on Excalibur with 69 average damage.
You wouldn't know it at the moment, given how Pyra and now Mithra is just taking it to Joker.
Yeah, Joker has his final smash at the ready. This will hit. I don't think this will kill because not his only like his auto kills at 115. But I think the downside of that is that wow, it does kill. There we go. It dealt enough knockback because the knockback isn't that high for it, but it managed to do it.
Yep, but I mean, on the whole, like Pyra Mithra, not a bad performance considering what she's been doing this season. Mm-hmm. And then comes Ganondorf running Forgetful Style Sothis. I mean, the Great Wizard just needs to do. He is scary with those heavy hits. Like if he can just hit once or twice, with anything, he should be able to take out Joker very easily.
Oh, there we go. Takes out Joker. Ganondorf, 116 average damage, 1.0 average KOs.
Yep.
Meanwhile, in comes Bayonetta.
Yep, Bayonetta running Forgetful Style Halberd Majora's Mask. I could see Bayonetta. Honestly, I could see Bayonetta taking this to Ganondorf. Like Ganondorf's hits are very hard and heavy, but Bayonetta can, with her build, she can hit hard.
Well, that's the Sothis.
Yep, there goes the Sothis. But she can also hit fast.
Bayonetta hasn't had the greatest season, 90 average damage, 0.4 KOs. So not terrible damage, but her KOs leave a bit to be desired.
Yeah. She keeps doing those combos out in the middle of nowhere. There goes Ganondorf. Like,
the final smash should kill, and third wheels are down to their last character.
Yeah, Sora coming in, running strategist style Meloetta Gulligan. If there's anyone who can bring this back, like I would think Soren has the kit to do it. Now I don't know if he has proven able to do something like that. How has he been for third wheels?
He is the strongest character on their team. 156 average damage, 1.3 KOs. Good. So he's the strongest in both categories.
Good. So that means now we have an even fight between Cloud and Sora, with Cloud running Big B style Golden Mario.
Cannon fight.
Yeah, cannon fight. I mean, I think this will come down to. Honestly, I think this will just come down to whether or not Cloud can hit when his limit break comes and get that damage to and just hit it at the right time.
Or if he'll just use his up special in the middle of the stage.
That too.
Cloud, just coming off of a gold last week, 122 average damage, 1.0 KOs.
Yeah, he has been really good this season. Oh, there's that limit break. Yeah, because one of the big things last week was how good Cloud was with hitting his limit break hits, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's doing good. Like although I will say, like, Cloud needs to be really careful at the moment because he is taking too much damage because Sora is about to get his final smash, and he's already starting to take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Sora has an auto kill final smash, which means usually means that it doesn't deal as much damage. Rather, it doesn't deal as much knockback. So if Sora doesn't get Cloud to around 100, his final smash isn't going to be as impactful. But he could still get... Oh, well, he's got Cloud up to...
He's close enough. This is going to probably kill.
This could. I mean, Cloud has big B. He's going to be taking less damage. Yeah,
No.
It was only 100 after the hit, so it didn't kill.
Yep.
But, you know, he takes Cloud over 100, which is definitely not something he's complaining about.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud really just needs to get a few more hits, get Sora right up to 60, and then he needs to hit with his own final smash that he's about to get. Mm-hmm. And that could give... I mean, this is really just going to come down either way.
Omni Slash connects.
Oh, he hits!
And it kills!
Wow. Excalibur taking the win. And wow, fantastic fight to Excalibur. Just all around great. I don't think there's anyone there you could say did not do well.
Yeah, on both teams, I think everyone did their job very well.
Absolutely,
it was a very close match. Very, very good back and forth. And Third Wheels obviously wanted the win, but they managed to get 4 KOs, which will bring them, will keep them out of the red zone for this week, and potentially help keep them above the bottom teams for weeks in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think both teams have something to be happy about here.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I think that this is probably the best of both worlds for some of these teams. Neither of them go into the red zone, and they get the 4 KOs needed to stay ahead of Classic Mode champions and Super Bash Sisters.
Yeah. But, on to the final match of the week.
Woo!
And for match 6, we have Team Retro versus the Beefcakes. So the Beefcakes are 6-2, 37 KOs. If they win this week, they are going to be in the bye week after this week. If they lose, Mystic will pass them. So they definitely need to win this week. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to take that back. Mystic and Athletes have been very strong teams.
That they have. And the flip side is Retro they're no slouches either. They want this win.
33 KOs.
Yeah, they are at the dead center of the league. They want this win to get past Beast Battalion. I'm pretty sure Beast Battalion lost, and Villains won.
Yeah,
So
Beast Battalion lost to Mystic. Villains beat Pintsize. Excalibur just beat Third Wheels. So Retro, if they
Pintsize beat Villains.
Oh, right. Pintsize beat Villains. That's right.
So
yes.
This is their chance to get ahead of Villains and take Beast Battalion and get into that fourth
5-4 that only Excalibur is in.
Yeah, and if they win, they will be ahead of Excalibur, putting them, and it will guarantee they are out of the red zone and they are in playoffs.
Yes, it will guarantee they're in playoffs because they'll be ahead of Excalibur, and they'll be ahead of course, all the teams that don't have 5 wins.
Yep. And so it.
Yeah, very, very big stakes for both teams. Ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, Team Retro versus the Beefcakes.
Yep. Retro starting with Samus, Big B style, Polar Bear, Wheezing. Beefcake starting Zero Suit Samus, Demon style, Geese Howard. And Team Retro, in a bid to take control, have gone to Funky Shack, and they have turned off Stage Morph.
Interestingly, we're on Hyrule Castle, which is a stage that Beefcakes have run a lot as well. So interesting choice to turn off Stage Morph on a stage that Beefcakes have used a lot. I guess they were worried about perhaps what map would get picked if they picked Hyrule Castle. They didn't want to give Beefcakes the choice.
Yeah, because we have seen Beefcakes in the past use maps where it is easy for especially for Zero Suit Samus to just get 2 kills with her final smash, and so I think it's a great choice.
Now, if Samus can keep it up and not take more than let's say 30 damage before Zero Suit Samus uses her first final smash. That's pretty close. Second final smash might kill.
Yeah,
this one
final smash might.
This one won't. But second one will probably kill.
Yeah, it's gonna be
especially
close,
if she hangs out by the ledge. Also, cannon fight in a psychological sense, I guess. I think that's gonna hit her to the left, which will. Oh, it hit her to the right.
Oh, it hit her to the right.
That might have saved her.
That definitely saved her. And now, like, I think it will help. Like that is not good for Beefcakes at all. Like they are generally they're not dependent on Zero Suit Samus getting a kill by any stretch of the imagination, but it's something that you just don't want to see. A Geese Howard character hitting with both of their final smashes and not getting a single kill.
Yeah, I mean, granted, she at least got Samus up to over 80. But I mean, Beefcakes have won quite a bit of their matches without their final members, so I don't think this is too big of a deficit for them to overcome. But this is definitely what Retro was looking for the start of this match. They needed Samus to survive here to start getting damage onto Donkey Kong, and potentially a final smash. Potentially a final smash.
Yeah.
One of those big ol' final smashes onto Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
One of the big ones.
Samus?
Big ol'
Samus?
final smash. There we go. Gets hit by it.
Oh!
Okay, doesn't kill, but gets him up to 80.
Doesn't kill, gets away. Donkey Kong clearly running tank-style Goal Mario. I mean, they've just been in a... They've just enjoyed hitting each other. Yeah.
Just punching each other in the gut over and over again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think my brain is still trying to comprehend. But yeah, Samus she has earned her keep this week.
Especially considering, I mean, she has been a pretty good character for Retro, I would say. Decent. 91 average damage, 1.0 KOs. She has had an issue with jumping off the stage once she hits that 91 damage and 1 KO. So to see her surpass that is very good. And she gets 2 KOs.
She gets the second kill.
Definitely what they were looking for from Samus.
Yeah. Maybe that polar bear is to help her keep from jumping off. I don't know at this point.
I mean, that's what she's been running the whole time, and that's kind of been the problem, that she's been jumping off and not able to recover because of the polar bear. So I think it's mostly the stage change that's helped. Dracula's Castle is not great for recoveries.
Good grief, and she's already got Snake up to 62%, and Snake is running Forgetful Style Meloetta Shedinja.
Oh wow, he's running Forgetful Style Shedinja. I thought it was like running demon style happy math salesman or something. Jeez. That probably kills.
Yeah, that will kill. And if
I mean, like, you know, in a long term sense. Yes, but
yeah,
I mean, still managed to get Snake up to over 50.
Yeah, I mean, oh. Oh man, I was wondering if that cross was gonna hit.
No, went through the stage. Yeah, now we have Simon versus Snake. What is Simon running?
Simon is running land style Gold Mario. Wait, what? I just don't think I'd ever seen Snake do the little, choke hold him and lay him on the ground.
Yep, that's his down throw. Just puts him on the ground.
Okay.
Puts him to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, Simon, I mean,
really
Simon's
struggling.
Looking to get. He is really struggling, and I mean, Snake's about to get this kill.
Yeah.
Like,
Simon, ideally. Oh, that's not good. That might be a kill on Piranha Plant.
Maybe not. Piranha Plant's running Boulder style Sothis.
Yeah, I mean, Boulder style will be less damage. That's true, but and Piranha Plant is a heavyweight.
Yeah, like at 10%, on this map, it will not kill.
Yeah, but still, that is Retro is still in the lead. They still have the damage lead, but they do not have the KO lead anymore. So they need to get this KO on Snake in order to get that lead back.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just been hard to hit. Like Piranha Plant has really been trying to hit him, and nothing is very hard to connect. Like, Snake started at like 80-85%, and he's just now getting over 100.
Oh,
there we go.
Guess that spike ball hits.
Yep.
And Piranha Plant, generally a pretty good character at racking up high amounts of damage due to the side special that a lot of characters don't seem to be very good at escaping. Yeah, Piranha Plant, 102 average damage, only 0.7 KOs though. Meanwhile, Snake has been not actually that great with damage prior to this week. 55 average damage, 0.8 KOs. Gets the Sothis. I think Piranha Plant can recover from that. Okay, doesn't get Sothis cursed.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
I mean, at the rates, at the rates this is going, Piranha Plant's just going to use unless they jump off.
Yeah.
Just going to use the final smash to get the kill, which at this point is desperately needed. Like, and what's even worse is.
Okay. Actually, Piranha Plant's used four final smashes and hit with 2, so that's not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and the one thing that's really bad with the new damage is, like, Piranha Plant's probably done 100 damage.
Oh wow!
And,
down special takes out Snake using the final smash. Probably a good call. Petey Piranha is gonna deal a decent bit of damage with that fire.
Yeah, and then Little Mac coming in running Big B style Rock Mario, Piston Hondo, and Might. But yeah, like the hard part with dealing with Snake for Piranha Plant is Piranha Plant probably did like 100 damage, but it just all got healed away.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, don't get me wrong, I understand why we made the change, and I think it's the right decision, but
because it better represents which characters are actually able to, give your team some progress versus which ones.
Which ones
don't. Yeah, which ones just give the opponent final smash charge. But now we have Little Mac. What is Little Mac running?
Big B style, Rock Mario, Piston Hondo, and Might.
Yes,
so, but yeah, Piranha Plant doing really good. Like, this
that
goes
might be
to show
it. That might be it. No, that is not it. Thanks to the Might and the Big B style.
Yep. But yeah, Little Mac.
KO punch. Missed.
Nope. Yep. Piranha Plant doing a fantastic job against Little Mac. Little Mac desperately needs to get the kill soon. Although at this point, if it comes down to it, like, just kill Piranha Plant with the final smash. Like, you just get Piranha Plant out of there. That is what is most desperately needed to get.
Yeah. Wow. These techs from Piranha Plant. Little Mac is connecting with those smash attacks, but he's doing them into the wall, and Piranha Plant just keeps teching.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, Little Mac is clearly trying. I think he's just going to have to burn his final smash on Piranha Plant. Or no, Piranha Plant may not give him the chance.
No, throws him into the air, so doesn't get the kill there. And the final smash would... Okay. The final smash would do... Oh, takes out Piranha Plant.
There he
Still
goes.
has some final smash. Could use it on Pit. Misses. But,
nope,
at least he tried.
Pit coming in... Surprise, surprise! Running Forgetful Style Geese Howard.
Mm-hmm. KO punch from Little Mac here could be devastating. Could be devastating.
Yeah. Could be devastating. Just avoid him, Pit. Avoid him. Stay away.
No, I mean, get him into tumble. There we go.
There we go.
Because if you avoid him, that just puts the pressure on him. But getting into tumble will just get rid of the KO punch.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, okay.
Pit.
Yeah. Well, maybe he was hoping Little Mac would follow him.
Maybe. I mean, it's not something you really want to wait on.
Yeah. It takes out Little Mac, and I would say it's going to be pretty difficult for. Well, it's a pretty big stage, I guess. But it's going to be pretty difficult for Crom to win versus Pit's two final smashes, even though Crom is only at 0. We've seen Pit's final smashes kill at this percent. Especially if Crom goes, oh my goodness, he dodged it.
No, he misses. Yeah, like it. And because of, I don't remember, does the final smash timer, does the timer for Geese Howard pause? So yeah, he may,
he has his final smash. So.
Okay.
Okay, he hits with that one, but it's into the stage, so it's not going to kill. So it will probably come down to Dr. Mario.
Yeah, and well, that being said, like Dr. Mario is still really good, but Crom is running Strategistyle Halberd Goal again. So they're, Crom has the heavy damage, but all I think all Retro wants to see Pit do is just take on the damage. Like if he can get 50 to 60 damage, that is best case scenario.
Some very good text from Pit as well.
Yeah.
Crom, 65 average damage, 1.0 KOs, so hasn't been the best member of Beefcakes. Meanwhile, Pit is 70 damage, 1.5 KOs, so actually is generally averages better than Crom despite being a Final Smash character.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, there have been many weeks this season where Beefcakes just use 4 people, and a lot of times they use Crom as their closer.
Yeah.
So I think some of that is just he has not had a chance to come out. And when he does, it's usually only against one person where he just needs to do that. So he is still dangerous. That being said, Dr. Mario is running Strategistyle Halberd Majora's Mask, which, I mean, this is going to be... These guys are going to be hitting hard with their specials.
Yeah, Dr. Mario has already gotten Crom up to 117. Crom's at his final smash. We're towards the ledge. Dr. Mario might struggle to recover from this. Oh my goodness, but he can't recover.
Yeah,
wow.
Congratulations, Beefcakes, on a very well-deserved victory.
Yeah, despite Retro doing a lot very well, it was just that final smash at the end pushed Dr. Mario too far, and that was it.
That's what it was. Sorry, Retro, but I think you're still safe. You went to 4 KOs, so you're still probably fairly safe. Not guaranteed yet, but
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think they might be below Beast Battalion and Villain. No? Wait, they were tied with Beast Battalion and Villain.
They were tied with Beast Battalion
unless
KOs.
So at worst, they're tied with them. At best, they're above them.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many KOs Beast Battalion Villain got, but
I think they all got 4 KOs actually.
So they're all still tied at 4 and 5.
Yep.
And Excalibur being the only 5 and 14.
Yep.
Now I believe that this loss does mean Excalibur is locked in because now they are above everyone.
Now they are above everyone, like
except for
there might still be
with 7 wins.
Yeah, I think there might be some shenanigans if they lost both this week and next with like CMC, and depending on how they did against like CMC, maybe because CMC just won. And I don't remember who won.
Yeah, but
I don't remember
the
who won.
The issue is that at this point, everyone would have to pass Excalibur, and that it's just not possible for all 8 teams to win.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. So it's just too many teams. Yeah. So I think that's going to be it. Some teams have locked themselves in. Have managed to get themselves into playoffs. But the bye week isn't locked in, although it is pretty close to it. And the elimination isn't locked in yet. So we still have a lot to see for these final 2 weeks.
Yep. See you guys next time.
Yep. Bye, everyone.